What is up? This is Brandon for Fact or Fiction Podcast. Eric can't make it this week, so it's just going to be you and me, but that can't stop me from jumping into a Shadows Over Innistrad draft. Let's see how it goes. Well, starting off, we're probably going to pick this Ovenwald Hydra. It's a mythic for a reason. 6 for a 6/6, probably 7/7, even bigger. Is a great finisher, and it even has reach, so it can stop you from dying if you're losing flyers. And clearly it's the strongest card in the pack, but this is actually a fairly weak pack anyways, so we're just going to take that and be really happy about it. And what else do we find? The Pacifist is okay. Actually, looking at this pack, the best cards are probably Corpse Trawler, Puncturing Light, maybe the Pacifist. Let's see, it can attack, flip it, it's a 4/4. 2 for a 3/3 that can attack. It's actually kind of a bummer. I usually like to stay on color if I can, but I feel like I probably just want this Puncturing Light. So I'm going to take it. I like having some nice cheap interaction. And I really don't like my creatures to not be able to attack and block, otherwise I would have been happy with the Pacifist there. There's a Gloomwood on the pack too, but I don't like that card as much for the same reason. It can't block sometimes, and blocking is very good. Looking at this pack, we have a couple strong cards. Angelic Purge and Topplegeist are both very good. I really like Ongoing Investigation. I think it might be... I'd say it's in the top 5 most powerful cards in the set for Limited. Which is kind of making me want to take it here. These cards are so good too. But I don't think I can pass up an investigation. Yeah, I think I'd rather throw away a Puncturing Light and have an Ongoing Investigation. And it looks like after that we get past some okay things. Watcher in the Web's pretty good. Moondrakes is fine. Not really looking for another expensive finisher. But I could take it, I suppose. I actually like Weirding Wood enough. It's really a pretty decent card. Other than that, Crow is reasonable. Maybe I just do take the Moondrakes and I just try to slow the game down and have great finishers. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. Looking at Dauntless Cathar is really good. I'm a big fan of Confront the Unknown, especially if you can start picking up early. Inner Lone Logger is just fine. I think we'll take a Confront here. Kind of goes with the... I'd like to push into blue-green if we can do it. And with that in mind, I'll just follow this up. What's this flip into? 1/1, maybe Menace. Yeah, that's just not that good. We're going to take a Moldgraph Scavenger, because that card is very good. And I don't think a lot of people know it. Between a Scavenger and a Hunter here, Hunter's probably a reasonable pick. I really think the Scavenger is quite good. We would have to, try to make sure we can enable Delirium, but I think I like it enough. We're just trying to slow the game down, and with that in mind, take a Watcher in the Web here. And we just want to block and deal with these big dudes. For what it's worth, part of the reason, talking about blocking a lot doesn't make Ongoing Investigation look that good, but one of my favorite things about it is the fact that you can gain life off of it. It really helps you stretch out the game. Okay, looking at a Niblis or a Skeleton Key. Probably just going to take the Niblis here. Really want to focus on the 3 and 4 spot of our curve. Pretty happy to have some good early 2 drops. I'd be surprised if we couldn't get another scavenger. And right now, thinking about it, like the card I want the most is probably a Vessel of Nascency. If that's, I believe that's a green vessel. That's kind of what we're looking for. I'd like to activate Delirium. I'd like to go fishing for some of our stronger cards. Wicker Witch does a pretty good job activating Delirium and blocking. Crawling Sensation. You can mill yourself, you can get insects. Seems pretty medium. Yeah, like it could enable Delirium, but so can this. This can block. Oh, I like that better. And yeah, actually, I like Fork in the Road a lot. That might let us splash. Helps us enable Delirium. Fixes your mana. Just this format's really weird because a lot of the cards that I was underwhelmed by when I first saw the set and first started playing are some of my favorite cards. Like I would have never picked a Fork in the Road. I mean, again, that was with 4 cards left in the pack or whatever. But I would have never picked one up. I just would have never cared. And I'm realizing that cards like this are good. Mold Graph Scavenger is probably the one that's gone up the most for me. Just 2 for a 0/4 is pretty whatever. But 2 for a 3/4 is insanity. And here we get another shot. Well, yeah, we're going to take another Watcher. I'm not in love with Catalog. And I... Oh. Well, that's a tricky one, isn't it? Okay, we'll take the card. I do love me a Foil Island, though. Definitely not playing that piece of the puzzle, because that is not a real card unless you're in a very narrow deck. And even then, it's probably not a real card. Really happy with how this first pack went. We've got some good early defense, some strong finishers, and looks like, well, might be picking up a Vessel here, honestly. Turn that into a 3/2 prowess when you flip a clue. It's pretty eh. Yeah, I'll first pick a Vessel. That's exactly what I want right now, so we'll take it. Okay, here we go. Got a Stitchwing Scab, Epiphany, Third Watcher, maybe a little too much. Drowned Yard Explorers, probably just going to take Epiphany here. Again, it's nice to be able to go fishing for your bombs, and the way Epiphany works in a deck with bombs is if you pitch Epiphany for 3 or 4 cards, you get to put your bomb in one pile and your 3 or 4 cards in the other, and that's pretty good. Epitaph Golem is good too, but I like Epiphany here. Okay, looking at a Byway Courier, probably. Yeah, I'd like a couple more ways to investigate, and it's just a perfectly reasonable card. And I think it's better than the Explorers. Not by a lot, but I think it's better. Wow, how about red cards? Well, that's okay, because we get a Stitch Mangler here, and that card is great. Okay. Another Niblis would be reasonable. Foul Orchard in case we want to splash. Don't really think we need the Dire Swine. Yeah, I guess it's just a Niblis. Nothing wrong with that. Like a warp landscape here. Yeah. I mean, we don't care about these cards at all. And these cards aren't great. I mean, depending on the deck you're in. But yeah, we'll just take a landscape. Okay. Not a ton going on here. Hard to mill ourselves for delirium, I guess. I mean, we don't want to go super hard for delirium because we don't have the boards. I don't know if this haunted cloak is good. I feel like it might be good. I feel like it might be better than I think. That seems fine to put on like a watcher in the web. Crack in a little bit and still be able to block. Don't really want a furtive homunculus. Yeah, we'll try this, I guess. I mean, we'll see if we end up playing it. At this point, I'd be happy if we didn't need to. And I don't think we will. Along those same lines, I'd prefer if we didn't play this scab here. Woodland Stream. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. That's a freebie. Lamplighters. Eh. But that's nice. I'd like a little more interaction. Jace's Scrutiny would be a card I'd be really happy to pick up. Even Just the Wind or something like that. Daring Sleuth. Daring Sleuth. You're a 2-1 that maybe turns into a 3-2. Prowess. Even more maybe investigates. Fine. I just take Silent Observer. What are we doing with a Ghostly Wing? We're giving this flying and we're not really caring. Yeah, we'll take an Observer. We don't have any 4-drops. Oh, we'll take the Sleuth. We can pick an Observer later. And Drowned Explorers is a perfect Silent Observer replicate. I mean, it doesn't have flying, but we have spiders and stuff. Although, do we want an Epitaph Golem? I don't think we're milling ourselves hard enough that it'll actually be good. Take an Explorers. Oh, we'll just Cactus Triska deck. I really don't want to lose to that card. This is one of the cards that's gone down the most, in my opinion. I still think it's absurdly cool, but it just doesn't perform as well as I would like it to. And that makes sense. It doesn't seem like it should, but I liked it for some reason. Yeah, don't care. Pretty much don't care. Taking me 8. We'll take a vessel. Hopefully not play it. I'll let someone if they want to. Because that is not a card that you should be on. Alright. Let's open something spicy here. Probably just going to take the compelling deterrence here. Wildfield Scarecrow actually seems pretty good, doesn't it? We're pretty low on interaction. What, gone missing? Is that really all? Okay. We'll take the deterrence. Would like that Scarecrow. But we'll take the deterrence. And Cultivator seems good. Yeah, that actually seems like a good pickup here. Would have been happy with the Pour, the Confront, or the Mangler. Hopefully one of those comes back. And if like the Throttle comes back, maybe we splash for it. As it'd be pretty easy to splash right now. Vessel, Landscape. Cultivator splashes for black too, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe another scavenger here. Probably another scavenger here. 2 scavengers. Not playing that. Not playing. Oh, and we have fork too. I forgot. Niblis? Do we want Niblis? We want scavenger. I want to scavenge. I'm not a hundo on this Daring Sleuth. I've seen it be really good. I've had it be pretty not that good. Like some more cheap interaction. Would have liked to have picked up that confront earlier. Cryptolith, right, you say? Actually, we might have a deck that looks pretty good in. Just a bunch of scavengers that tap for mana and stuff. Or we could pick up the Silent Observer. I think we might pick up this right. I think it might be good. Take another Courier. Yeah. I know I said I'd try to pick up a Silent Observer later, but I think Cryptolith Right can be pretty good. We're trying to ramp into some stuff, and it helps us do that, and we have a lot of 2-drops that probably aren't attacking. So, there was a deck. Pay 3 for an enchantment that we maybe could activate off a splash that turns into a 4/4 trample hexproof. How good is pay 3 for a 4/4 trample hexproof? Very good. How often is it going to do that? Probably not that often. Maybe we take an apparatus here. I think we probably should, actually. Just gotta make sure we can interact. Excellent. Solitary Hunter's a great pickup here. What else? What else? Play some wolves. 4/5. Flick a creature, which is not bad. Doesn't really accomplish much. Stitch Mangler, Explorers, Hydra, Briggs. I just don't think we're going to play those wolves. Yeah, we'll take this in case we feel like it. Take another Daring Sleuth, I guess. Yeah. Pour over the pages. That is happy about that. Pick up a Might. Fine. Might even play it. Play that to start with. Might be too cute with the Cryptolith Right, but we will see. Playing all this stuff. We are going to have to make some cuts. And cutting 6 cards. Well. Group creatures separately and look at what we've got. Got 18 creatures. We'd probably cut a 1 or a 2 if we were going to do that. It might be the sleuths. Just don't seem that great. But maybe they're fine. How am I getting clues? I'm getting clues The 2 couriers, an explorers, a confront, and ongoing investigation. Right. Wherever the pages help find things. Maybe we just cut both the sleuths, because they're just not really doing it. Let's see. How reasonably can we enable delirium? And also, how much does it matter? I think our only rewards are these 4 guys right here. Which, fine, but not exceptional. So maybe we don't need, like, fork in the road. Maybe I'm being too cute trying to play Cryptolith right. I definitely want these 3. I don't really know if I want Might Beyond Reason. 4 over the pages is fine, although I guess we have an Epiphany, so we don't need 2 of those. Maybe we just cut sleuths. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken this right. Yeah, we'll cut the right. 1 more card. Might be the Might. Don't have as much interaction as I would like. Yeah, it's the Might. Alright. You say 7, 8. I agree. Alright, we're going to add those to the deck, and we will see you in round 1.